Yo, what's going on, people? It's a man like Jamo. They got me up in MK today. BYD got me test driving their new Seal U hybrid ting. Let's go see if it matches up to the electric ting. All right, first up, let's get a look at that outside of the car. Cause this thing, even though it's a hybrid, I'm not gonna lie, it's looking kind of snazzy. It's looking kind of snazzy. These grills at the front, yeah, it's looking a bit speedy, almost a little bit boy racer. Take it around to the side. In fact, let me go around to the other side where the sun is shining, because you know you got to take them things into account when the sun is beaming like it is today. Rim check. Can't lie, they're looking nice. Continental settings. Do you get it? It's got the nice little black and silver thing. It would have been nice if they coloured the what's it called, fam? The brake disc, fam. Not the brake disc. What's this called? The brake capilla, whatever it's called. Like on the BYD 7 thing, Sea Lion, they got it in bright yellow, or I think it's bright red or something. Would have loved to see that colour coded, but yeah, we move. Let's go around to the front. Yeah. Got a nice little wing mirror thing. Little light on the side there. You've got a little camera there as well for the 360 view. I think you've also got a camera on the front here for the 360 view just below the BYD logo, fam. 360 view, yeah. I don't know if I can go back to a car without 360 view, because for parking, especially on a car this big, it's just necessary. I've just become a bad driver. I need it now, innit? I'm not gonna tell you like a lie kind of thing. Anyway, door handles pretty much mediocre. I love the ones on the Sea Lion, the way they kind of fit in flush with the door, but this is just, you know, just chilled out. You know, nothing exciting going on there. Same with the back as well. Now on the back, obviously you got the little press to open, plug in and charge kind of situation going on there. No fancy lights going on. Nothing showing that you're plugged in and charging. Oh no, there we go. We got one light here. Boot space, not looking too bad. Not looking too bad. I mean, do you know what it is? With these SUVs, yeah, obviously I'm gonna just see more boot space than I'm ever gonna see in my little Honda E anyway. So I'm always kind of impressed with the boot space. The only car I can kind of compare it to would be my babe's Ioniq 5, which is literally just over there, which we drove up today. So the boot space does look a little bit bigger than that. Actually, it looks a little bit smaller than that. Can't lie, it looks a bit smaller, but you do get additional boot space, obviously, when you push down them rear seats. But yeah, nice, a nice, decent little space. Definitely get your shopping in there. Definitely get a bike in there if you push down the seats and kind of stuff like that. Definitely get a pram in there and all them kind of things there. It's a family wagon, isn't it? All right, now let's see what the space in the back is saying. And I've just adjusted the front seat to my normal sitting position. So this is how much space I'm gonna have if another me-sized person was sitting in the front of the car. And I'm not gonna lie, that's not too bad. Yeah, this is chill. I do love the little sunroof thing, fam. That's definitely wavy, but this is pretty much chill. You got little pocket down here. Looks like you got air ventilation over here in the middle. You got 2 USB-C sockets down there as well. Looks like you got a little armrest. Yeah. Little armrest with 2 cup holders going on here. This is not bad. All right. Let's see what this front seat is saying, how this feels. It's because, oh, God. Okay, we're in. Do you know what? Because I'm a big guy, there was a little bit of a stress getting my thigh between the seat and the steering wheel. But weirdly enough, now that I'm in, it feels like there's a lot of space in here. Don't know how that works. It felt like a struggle getting in, but now there's mad amounts of space. Bear weird. But yeah. We got a couple of things going on here. We got the little screen. This can rotate, I'm assuming. That's kind of cool. That can rotate itself. This feels comfy. Just adjusting my mirrors and everything. Everything looks right. This definitely feels comfy. All right, so far, I just connected Android Auto, and it's automatically rotated the screen back to a horizontal kind of orientation. So I'm assuming you can only have Android Auto when it's in landscape. You can't have it in portrait, which is cool. I don't mind. Anyway, let's give it a little drive and see what's going on, innit? So I think it's just, I can't hear any engine at the moment, so we must just be using electric motor, I'm assuming, at the moment, because it just feels really nice and smooth. Guys, I wish you could see this. The heads-up display that I'm seeing right now, yeah? Even in this bright daylight, I can see the heads-up display and see how fast. I wonder if I can catch this on my glasses. That looks so sick, the way I can see the heads-up display. Yeah, that's wavy. That's wavy. I still wish this thing would have like one pedal driving. That would be kind of neat. The electric will take you up to 40 miles per hour, and then you're pretty much good to go onto the petrol after that. And do you know what? I'm not gonna lie. In this day and age, especially as tax for both EVs and non-EVs is practically gonna be pretty much the same now, you might as well go for a hybrid that's gonna give you the miles that you need, should you actually need it, kind of thing. I'm going into a little cul-de-sac area right now. Let's see how these bumps feel. Yeah, it feels good. That's a good suspension. Let me go over this one. This one looks a bit rough. Yeah, very bouncy, but it's a good suspension. Got a nice little pothole there. I'm gonna do a little round the roundabout. Let's see what the turning circle's saying. This is a very tight roundabout. Even my Honda E might have trouble with this, really. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see if we can get it to go all the way around. Oh, okay, I did have to go over the roundabout, but that's not a bad turning circle. The Ioniq 5 that my partner drives could never turn that well, fam. So that's a decent turning circle. Oh, this guy's going pretty much solid. I feel like I've got decent enough viewing angles when I look around. Like I can see out there, I can see out the back out here. This pillar's a bit large here at the back, but apart from that and my lack of maneuverability, the viewing angles are actually quite decent. There we go, we're back on the road. Back on the road. Yeah, not bad. Do you know what? The acceleration's not bad. It's not the worst. It's just definitely not EV level kind of thing. It would be nice if the EV motor took us up to 60 miles per hour in something stupid like 5 seconds, and then the motor kicked in. But obviously, the EV motor is there to just save petrol when man's driving around town, essentially. But I do love the fact that you can forcefully switch to EV mode or switch to HEV mode depending on what you want to do. That's actually cool. It feels like with these other hybrids, you don't really have much control of what the car is doing. Like, is it going to be using the petrol? Is it going to be using electric? You never really know, kind of thing, unless you stay under a certain miles per hour. And that's the same case here, but it's nice to have a physical switch where I can be like, do you know what? I want to definitely make sure the car is using EV mode, kind of thing, and it will just use the EV mode. So yeah, no, I'm pretty much happy with that. Got a little McDonald's over there. What I should really be doing is not even just driving the car, but we need to incorporate this with the food blogs. Like, I should be driving the car, but eating food in the car at the same time. Like, is this a car good for namming on the go? You know, when you want to just pick up your 2-2 McDonald's drive-through and bust. Like, can I fit my juice here, my milkshake here, my chips here? Can man balance the bag of burgers whilst driving at the same time? Has the autopilot got me like that? I feel that's where we need to go with this channel still. All right, now let me just show you guys the interior a little bit more and the heads-up display and everything like that. There was something I went to. Here we go. You got your Android Auto. Oh, okay, there you go. Your Android Auto just came up automatically there. So you got your Android Auto there. If I come out of that, you got your options and stuff like that. Where you can come out of that and go into like your normal car stuff. So you got your normal car stuff here. Smart charging, all that kind of stuff. Apple CarPlay as well. Bluetooth music, Spotify, which doesn't connect to your Android Auto. You log into this separately. So yeah, you could log into that separately, kind of thing. Or obviously, you can just go to your Android Auto, and where you're logged into Spotify on your Android Auto, you're pretty much good to go, because I'm already logged into it on my phone. But no, pretty much everything you need and more with that heads-up display. The only thing is the fact that I don't seem... Where are the volume controls? Those are the cruise controls. Is this volume? Oh, that's volume there. Volume control is on this side. Okay. It's just that they've got it the opposite way around to how they have it in my Honda. And you can go to mode and that. Oh, so there's certain things that you can do even by pressing this button here. So Spotify mode. And then that goes back to Android Auto. Ah, okay. So I can control this to a certain extent by just pressing the wheel and not having to take my hands off the road. I do like that, fam. When you have to keep taking your hands off the road to connect with this and touch this, it just gets annoying, cuz like it's a cool touch screen, but I'd rather touch it if I have to, or like if I'm, for example, now just sat down and I'm planning my route before I go. Otherwise, everything that I need, like heating, I would love to have on a separate instrument cluster here that I can press without looking whilst I'm driving. But as it goes, it's pretty much neat. I do definitely like the design. Almost forgot to show you guys this little instrument cluster below the screen. So basically at the top there, you got two wireless charging pads, Qi charging thing. Top right of the buttons there, you got some simple heating buttons like auto heating mode, on and off heating, or just window defog mode. You got the start stop engine or motor button in the bottom right there. You got a little mode selector for driving into sports mode or into like a slower mode to save petrol. You got your gear selector, obviously, handbrake button, you got an EV or HEV selector there as well, and you got a couple of other stuff like brake hold mode and obviously your hazard lights. Anyway, people, that's just my little 2p quick impressions of the BYD CLU. I don't even know when this thing came out. Literally, when I was at the test drive, BYD were like, do you want to drive our new CLU? I was like, what the hell is that, fam? Because as far as I was concerned, I came there to test drive the Sea Lion 7. And after that, I didn't know there was any other BYD cars that I didn't know about. But apparently BYD got a lot in the works. This hybrid, I feel, is quite decent, fam. I love the fact that it's got all the electric tech that the normal other BYD cars have, but it's also got that hybrid petrol engine to give you miles to the gallon when you should need it. And again, electric cars maintenance is just becoming ridiculous with taxes going up, no more congestion charge exemption. You might as well get a petrol thing or look at these hybrid things as a definite equal to getting an electric car that you don't have to wait for charging up and things like that. But you can still have the best of both worlds. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and make sure to subscribe and like for more videos like this.